Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I figured I would review another obscure, low-budget feature, and it's a kung fu feature this time around. Fish, Kicks, and Evils. Because, well, I like old movies, especially when they're low budget and hard to find, I guess you can say. And I guess to some extent, you can say, I'm using this as a way to talk about Asian cinema, which I kind of feel like I don't talk about enough, really. And I mean, I realize that I've done that quite often before, but I guess I'm using this as an excuse to talk about it more, really. I just feel like I kind of don't do it enough, really. And I always viewed film as a window to other countries that you may not never visit for whatever reason, like money or whatever. Anyway, as always, let's get into the plot, shall we? So here we go. In this colorful feature action-packed movie, it's what I would call a revenge type of story, I guess you would say. There was this ruthless killer that pretty much ends the life of a martial arts teacher. However, the thing is that one of the teacher's students must master a new fighting technique, of course, in order to revenge the man's death because, well, let's just say, obviously they were pretty close, of course, so the student must do something about this as a result of this, of course. So, yeah, and there's also these council officials that travel around to do away with the train boxing school. However, they do not plan on running to a freshly trained, disciplined individual. So yeah, let's just say that things do become rather chaotic, I guess you could say. So there's that, obviously. But yeah, this is the original version we're talking about, folks. So yes, I've seen this with the subtitles, of course. And yeah, finding these specific versions can be a pain in the ass to look for, of course. But this one is pretty straightforward, very action-packed. So one thing I can definitely say is that I was never bored. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Well, at the fast pace. Okay, maybe surprise isn't really the right word here. I guess the better word might be enjoyable. Yeah, I enjoyed the fact that it was fast paced because, like I said, this is an action movie, a kung fu movie, but an action movie nonetheless. It's supposed to be fast paced anyway when you think about it because if you slow down too much, it's just going to get boring. I was entertained, and this has a pretty solid story as a whole. I liked what they were doing with this, and it wasn't too bad, I guess you can say. But yeah, this is definitely worth the watch, of course. It's an adventure that takes place in ancient China, in ancient Asia somewhere, I guess you can say. So, where exploitation and greed do run rapid, I guess you can say. So, there's that. So yeah, folks, this is definitely worth the watch. Just be sure you can get the original version, if possible, that is. I know, again, these type of movies can be a rather pain in the ass, I guess you can say. So, there's that. But, it pretty much centers around the idea that there's this young man whom is seeking revenge for his mother's killer, I guess you can say. So yeah, I guess you can say this is definitely something I don't mind watching. I mean, yeah, just the production values isn't exactly all that high tech, really, if I'm being honest here. But not that I'm expecting much higher anyway, because these movies tend to be cheap anyway, so I was pretty fine with that, I guess you can say. And yeah, like I said, the story itself is pretty straightforward, which is something I didn't mind really. And because I guess I've seen so many of these, I got accustomed to the idea that, you know, this could be a revenge story again. That whole revenge uh, thing became standard in these movies. So I guess to some extent it feels kind of generic because of that. But it's not bad. I've seen worse than this, I guess you can say. And even though, like I said, the revenge plot has been pretty much typical in this kind of thing, which yes, I have to realize it is. But yeah, I liked the fight scenes. Of course, I'm gonna bring up the fight scenes. It's a kung fu movie, of course. But yeah, the fight scenes were quite enjoyable in the sense that they were well choreographed. They were pretty fierce in their own way. I honestly do miss the fight scenes in this kind of way. The fight scenes that were done in this way are definitely old school. They don't make fight scenes like this in this genre anymore, like not like this. And if this was made nowadays, the editing would have ruined the fight scenes, if you ask me. Because they'll just edit like too many camera angles and whatnot. Sometimes keeping it simple is just much better. That's what I'm thinking. Keeping it simple is sometimes better, and I still believe that. Yes, there is. Like I said way earlier, folks, I feel like I don't talk about Asian cinema enough, really. Because I like to talk about stuff from all over the world, and as much as I can, anyway. That's true. And I've watched lots of Asian stuff anyway, so I don't mind seeing my teeth into some more of it, I guess you can say. So yeah, this one is definitely a solid movie. And it may not be the best one of the bunch, but it's a solid film nonetheless. And I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.0 out of 10. It gives a 7.0 out of 10 for me. And of course, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah. Later. Yes, sirree. Woohoo!